Hola, buenos dias. Hi, good morning, continuous liners. This is Megan coming to you from the streets of Condesa in Mexico City. It's all a little weird here because we had a time change this past weekend, and so nobody knows what time it is. So it's actually kind of early. It's like 8 a.m. And a lot of the places aren't open. So anyways, checking in with you guys. I'm just back from my Urban Sketching Mexico City Dia de los Muertos workshop. It was completely incredible. The city was on fire with the celebrations and flowers and altars, and I mean the whole Dia de los Muertos things in Mexico City, in Mexico really. It doesn't even, there's other places obviously many of you know, besides Mexico City, to see and experience the sacred life and death honoring event of Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Really super incredible. I posted my drawings this morning, and I'll share them in the continuous line group because you know, first of all, I had been doing the selfie challenge, which was super hard, super hard. And I know those of you that were participating understand the struggle of like not only trying to draw properly, but to draw yourself in a way that sort of reflects yourself. I mean, it's super hard, right? And then, you know, we get judged by people, right? Like, oh, you know, you're prettier or whatever. Like, people say things that they don't, because they don't understand the artist challenge, right? And this group is for, hello, chickies. This is for people who want to practice drawing, right? This isn't the perfect drawing group. I've said it a million times. I'll continue to say it in the continuous line. This is a drawing practice group. It's not a finished drawing group. It's not a finished painting group. You can do those things, but the point of it is to practice, right? There's plenty of other groups to share finished work. I don't want to kiss right now. So let me take this off. I'm literally just rolled out of bed, and I've been resting for the past few days since I got home, because it was a lot, you know, 6 days marching around Mexico City. And so I got to put you down because she wants to kiss me and I don't want to kiss her. I want to take a moment to just seriously applaud those of you who are dedicated to your drawing practice, right? I mean, I know oftentimes people think of it as child's play and like, oh, isn't that cute? I know myself as an urban sketcher, sometimes painters and plein airists, no disrespect, but they kind of look at sketchers like, isn't that adorable? That's so adorable that you're a sketcher, right? Knowing how to draw, knowing how to sketch, knowing how to sketch on location, knowing how to sketch in one continuous line takes serious chops, right? Serious chops. On this workshop, I saw people at all different skill levels. Most of them were applying their skills to sketch in the streets of Mexico City. No easy task, man. It is not easy to show up in, first of all, any city, but a city like Mexico City where there's chaos and color and traffic and dogs and bells and bikes and there's tacos and everything, right? Like everything is kind of in your face. Life is lived on the streets in Mexico City, in Mexico, right? And so to have the focus to be able to draw in the midst of that is no small task at all. It's no small task. And it's what I try to encourage on my in-person sketch workshops, is just the ability to be able to focus in the sea of chaos, which our entire world is a sea of chaos right now. My God, I peeked in at the news to see what's happening the past week. Hello. I mean, it's a sea of chaos everywhere, between like the political scenes, the climate stuff, social unrest. There's a lot of unrest in the world, right? And I feel very strongly that by having a drawing practice that you're dedicated to and that you work at, it helps you to be able, it helps me to be able to work through that, to manage through that a little bit better, right? Like, it's not perfect. Life is still life. Life still comes at you fast. There's still lots of chaos. Even if you draw 24/7, I don't think it's going to save us. But maybe we'll be a little bit calmer, you know, as the Titanic goes down. So, big chops, big round of applause to those of you that are practicing your drawing techniques and are dedicated to your practice, because I think not only is it an amazing skill to have, right, to be able to sit down and draw the thing that's in front of you, whatever it is, whether it's a coffee cup or whether it's a building with people and cars and dogs and clowns or whatever it is, to be able to draw that in front of it, it takes serious chops. And I honestly want to just applaud everyone who is participating in that. I know firsthand, I mean, we all, I'm sure, have received comments that sometimes like hit us funny, right? You know, oh, that doesn't look like you or whatever. Or, oh, what's this, when it's clearly a goat, right? Or my dog. So it's and like to show our art, right? Because there's a lot of people just don't show their art, right? And there's a whole world of emotions behind that. So anyways, the selfie challenge, super good. And I don't think I'm going to do it because it really busted my chops. But here it is, November. And so, you know, November is a good time to think about gratitude and what we're grateful for, right? Even in this world of chaos, there's a lot to be grateful for. I mean, maybe I should just speak for myself because I don't want to be presumptuous. I know there's a lot of chaos and there's a lot of heartache in the world, right? So for this November drawing challenge, if you would like a prompt, I suggest gratitude. What is it that you're grateful for, right? I came out and got a coffee this morning. Delicious coffee here in Mexico City. And I'm out with my dogs. When I got back here to Mexico City, I knew that to my house. I didn't leave Mexico City, but I had to, you know, my dog Bun has got cancer in the belly. And so she got approved last night at midnight for surgery. So we're on a big walk today, and then she can't have any food or water. But then I'm bringing her into the veterinarian's hospital, where she's going to have a bunch of tumors removed in her. They're going to take out her nipples, and so they got to pull skin over where the nipples were, and so they say it's going to be, she's, you know, it's painful surgery for the little gal. So we had a, do I dare say bittersweet, because it's not like she's going away, but it will change things, right? So we had a beautiful walk in the park, and now we're sitting in the streets of having a coffee. And Elaine Bowie, my friend Elaine Bowie, who's in the group here, gave me a beautiful pen, which she can get with the greatest of ease in Canada. I'm gonna have to see if I can get it here. This is the Uniball writer. Very smooth, very, very good for ice skating. And so I just quickly drew my dogs in their sweaters and some hearts, right? Started with Chickies and then moved on over to Bunner. And they're both wearing their, Chickies wears a sweater with Ghost on it, and Bun wears a sweater with Skull and Bones, because she's badass like that, right? It's just a free form drawing, right? I'm totally grateful for the love of my dogs and the friendship and the times that we share. Oh, Chickies is falling asleep. She's falling asleep staring at me. She won't lay down. She's got... So here's Chickies. Yeah, my little Chickies girl. And now Bun is Jay. So we're going to get... Bun, come here. Come here, Bunner girl. All right. So yeah, Bun's gonna go in for surgery this morning. She's gonna have her whole belly shaved and everything. She's gonna have a whole new look when she gets out. But so we're just enjoying the morning together in the beautiful streets and parks of Condesa in Mexico City. And I'm totally grateful for the love of my dogs and the friendship and our adventures, right? I got these girls in San Miguel de Allende. They're from Celaya. And they've been they've been with me through all these adventures of moving from San Miguel de Allende to Mexico City. They're Chilangos now, and we're having great fun in the city, and I hope we continue to have lots of good times, right? So to summarize, I need a sip of coffee. A big applause to all my continuous liners. Everyone's in this group who's practicing their drawing. Big round of applause, because I know firsthand the skill, dedication, and focus. You know, isn't that like, focus is seriously one of the hardest things today, right? Who here has a hard time reading a book these days, right? I used to read books. Now I read a paragraph and I'm like, I gotta go. Right? So to cultivate focus in whatever it is, right? Because everything is so chopped up in life these days, right? Like everything, and the way the news comes at us, the way social media is, you know, it all is chopped up and comes at us very fast. So to have something that you focus on, and when I'm drawing, I probably do drawings for like 20 minutes-ish, right? Depending. In that time, I'm focused. I try to be focused, but there's distractions when you're out on the street, right? So to cultivate focus in a drawing practice, super hard, but super, super, super good for our noggins, right? So really, keep up the good work. I'm going to keep up the good work. I'm going to keep up my good work, and I'm going to keep inspiring you all to do that, right? So the focus on dedication to your art practice, gratitude, what you grateful for. You can do a drawing prompt. You can draw whatever you want, but I think gratitude is a good drawing prompt for November. It's Thanksgiving in the United States, and I think Canada had theirs in October, if I remember correctly. And I don't think Europe has a Thanksgiving, do they? I should know this, but I can't remember. But anyways, it's time to be thankful. We're going into the holidays. Can you believe it? They're going to be here. I heard that horrendous song by Mariah Carey yesterday and I almost cried because it's here. And hopefully we'll all get through this and be able to share some love and positivity and the magic of art making, right? Because I really do believe art making, to be an artist is to be a magic maker, to be a magician. It helps heal the world. She wants to give me a kiss too. Everyone wants to kiss me. Well, not everyone. But be your own magician, right? Make magic in your world, make magic to share online and to inspire each other to keep drawing, right? Because sometimes I feel like it's all we got, right? Like just to inspire each other with love and support of whatever it is we're doing to help the world. Did that make any sense? Anyways, I think you know what I'm saying here is like, make your art to make your world a better place, right? Practice your art. Love those that are struggling with it. Love those that are trying and are having a hard time with it. I certainly have come across people who want to make art but don't feel like they have the skills, right? I think that happens a lot with women who are very powerful, very educated, have raised families, have run businesses, have, you know, just had careers, and then go to learn how to draw, and it takes time, right? And because they're not perfect at it, they're like, I'm not gonna do it, right? So support the ones who are starting out and wanting an art practice, because it's sometimes hard being a beginner. There's all this stuff, oh, the beginner's mind. It is great in a lot of ways, but it's also really good to be skilled, right? It feels good to be able to sit down and draw the thing. Now that doesn't mean it's always perfect, but you know, the people who are first starting, you know, in the beginner grasshopper phase, support them, love them, help them, right? That's what I plan, what I hoped and intend to do. But you know, sometimes egos get involved, and it's a little hard for people to be beginners. But that's okay. This is what we do. We're a drawing group, and we practice. It's not a perfect drawing class. It's not, and I would like to ask everyone to refrain from saying things like, "This is your best one yet." "Oh, this is my favorite one." "Oh, Well, I mean, I've already talked about this. Somebody said, "Oh, you're much prettier in person," right? Like things like that don't help the artist. Things like that only make an artist feel bad. When you say, "This is my favorite," that means everything else they've done before is not, you don't like, right? And it's subtle, but just refrain from telling artists, "This is my favorite one. This is your best one." You know, anything that sort of compares like that. "Oh, you're much prettier in person." Anything like that, don't, refrain from saying that. Try to think, respect that the artist in this group is practicing. It's practice. It's not about what makes you, the viewer, happy, what pleases you. Because if you're in this group, hopefully you're drawing and not just commenting on what others are doing. I really want people in this group to be drawing, right? And I may, you know, I've left this group open, and you know, now spammers are coming in, and I'm going to start to weed it out, because I want this group to be people who are dedicated to drawing, right? And it's not going to be a fast hard line, because if someone is curious about drawing and they're not ready to post or share, I totally get it, right? But I'm just going to sort of monitor things a little bit more, and have it remain a supportive drawing group with people who are supporting others through their own drawing while others are drawing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want it to be a willy-nilly open public circus where anyone can comment on anyone's art, how they see it, right? Because we practice. That's how you get good. You practice. We practice. We practice every day. Some people are not able to practice every day. There's stuff going on. I get it. I have carved out time in my life to practice every day, right? And so I encourage and support everyone in this group to practice their drawing every day, or however much time you have for it, right? Because we are artists, we are magic makers, and we feel better when we make our art, right? Now, if it makes you feel bad, that's a whole nother thing, right? Like if you're on a learning curve, sometimes art can make you feel bad, right? But generally speaking, hopefully it makes you feel good, and that you do it for the love of being an artist. That's why I do it. I love it. I feel like I do it for my mom. I feel like I wasn't drawing when my mom was alive, and after she passed, that's when I started drawing, and I feel like she would love what I'm doing. And so, and I sometimes, you know, I draw things that make me laugh, and I feel like it would make her laugh, and it's healing, right? Like, I feel like if I could make my mom laugh, it really just means I can make myself laugh, and then I feel a little bit better, right? So find the reason. It might not even been clear, but just make your magic. Make your magic with your art. Be grateful for the little things in life, right? I know there's a hell of a lot of things going on these days, and there's sadness and fear and uncertainty. Good God, I think that's the biggest thing, right? We don't know what the future holds, right? Because it looks very uncertain in a way it never has before, right? So stay close to your art practice. Make magic for yourself and those around you. Okay, this has turned into quite a therapy session. I'm gonna hug my dog. Group hug. There she is. Hey, we kind of look like twins, don't we? She's watching all the dogs across the street. But we do. We got the same color hair. We got that poodle cut, right? There's my bunner girl. I get both dogs on my laps, but it's hard to keep them both on my lap. So, anyways, gratitude for the month of November. Mwah. 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 All right, guys, I'll be checking in with you. I still have a little bit more. I feel like I have to rest for the rest of this week, which I'm going to do. But I'm also starting to write new workshops for sketching workshops in Mexico with illustrators that I'm partnering with, because I'm going to level up, right? Like I think I do a great job, but I'm going to bring in super skilled, super instructors to take it to the next place, right? All right, guys, I'll keep you posted on that. I'll share my paintings from Mexico City in the group here, and keep on continuous lining to heal the world and share your magic. Mwah.